Hey, welcome back to the channel, people. KG is back. Match reaction time, and wow. Hey, Shay Ojo, hold that and hold it tightly. Yeah? You thought you were going to come to Elland Road under the lights? No, my boy. It's done. It's done. Leeds United win the FA Cup third round replay 5-2, and we are through to the fourth round in what feels like the first time in forever. Listen, people, as you come in, please hit a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And yeah, drop your comments in and shout out to all the real ones joining me right now. Let's have a look what people are saying. Jed is saying, think Jesse Marsh might have put that Ojo comment of not being scared of Leeds on the dressing room wall. Yeah, man. Things like that. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. And listen, what we're going to talk about tonight is a Leeds win, our first one since the return of football after the World Cup. But we're also, I know that Cardiff had a lot of changes. They're a bad team anyway, but we're going to focus on the good aspects of our game tonight. We're going to have to talk about the 2 goals conceded, obviously, but there was a lot of good stuff tonight, people. There was a lot of good stuff. So, I mean, unholy for confessions in the house. Feels weird battering a team. Hopefully, we can take this into the weekend. The thing is, for me, unholy confessions, we've been due beating somebody like this, overdue. The way that we attack, and our attack is scary. It's scary, not for us, but for other teams. It's scary. Like if we could just sort out the back, we'd be perfectly fine. But we saw in moments today that it's going to creep up on us throughout the season as long as we've got the defense that we have. But listen, we'll carry on because there was some absolute brilliant finishing tonight. It was like a clinic today. Michael S is saying 2 consolation doesn't matter. We played great. I mean, yeah, listen, we've still conceded the 2. Michael, what I would say is that that flatters Cardiff today, really flatters them. They did not deserve 2 goals tonight. And we've given it them again, and they didn't do anything. You know, Melier for most part was drinking tea. He was having some dinner. He was just chilling. But the times that they did go up, they looked like they were going to score, which is a problem. But we were so good going forward, and we controlled most of the game. That's why it is disappointing we conceded 2. Hopefully the defense don't carry that into the Brentford game or let it get into their heads that they conceded 2 against this Cardiff team. But overall, performance was real good today. That was beautiful. And we're going to talk about the goals, and we're going to talk about Willie GNONTO again. He has to get special mention today. Michael S is just over the moon with the win. No problem. Nathan saying, great, Bamford looking decent. Hey, it's what I've said, Nathan. For me, I don't believe in coincidences, and I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe we failed with those transfers on transfer deadline day because we were supposed to get GNONTO. I believe that. And I believe that Bamford has come back with Jorginho coming in. I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. And with Rodrigo already doing well, the new striker coming in, record signing, Bamford's coming back now. He's probably icing up everything extra now. He's probably putting himself in an ice chamber somewhere. He's trying to stay fit because you saw after he scored his first goal, we're not talking about the goals as such yet, but you saw after his first goal, he's like this, like, I'm still here. Cool, do your thing. He's now got 3 and 2 since the arrival of Jorginho. Hey, that only benefits us. Keep icing it up, Bamford. Keep icing it up. Yeah, I know Nick Nash ailing. Yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad. And Vlad saying, all love, all around. Is it too much to hope that this is a turning point for the season? I hope so, Vlad. We needed this win today. We needed this win for both getting through a team that is absolutely woeful, by the way, in Cardiff. They were so bad, but also confidence just to put into the next game against Brentford. It's absolutely key. Crowd sounded fantastic tonight as well, by the way. Sound like a good atmosphere. So yeah, man, it's good. It's good. C Stone saying Bamford with the calm finishing. Did he do that even before the injuries? I'll give Bamford his credit. C Stone, when he does score goals, they do look like the ones he scored today. He's very, like I said to you before, I think he tries to be like Robbie Fowler was back in the day. Robbie Fowler didn't used to smack him. He just used cultured finishes into the corner. And he saw that today. And to be fair, when he does score goals, they do usually look like that today. They look like, to borrow a phrase from Michael Cole, vintage Bamford goals today. More have it. More of the same, please. Just keep on going. Keep on going. What was Ailing trying to do? Just lay as a defender? I have no idea. No idea, mate. Um, Lebo mode. What? Sorry, is that Lebo mode? What's with Bamford's body language? I like it. Confident. Yeah, listen, it's confidence. You saw with the second goal how he took that. That was off the confidence of being 2-2 because he took one touch and then with the outside of the boot slotted it in. That's what you do with it when you're on form. When you've seen him before, when he was going through that drought from the December and through all of last year, he was not doing that at all. He was snatching at chances. He was half hitting them, like soft hitting them too. Yeah, it wasn't good, but that was confidence today, and that's hunger as well, people. I've always said you need competition in the team. It was no good him being the only striker here because he could take his time. Or I don't feel like playing today, or my injury might be too big. Go on, let someone else play. No, he's got genuine competition in both Rodrigo and now Jorginho coming in. Willie Nanto, I mean, we're going to talk about him in a bit, man. But aye. Adifor is saying Verba's injury a worry. I'm hoping it's just precautionary, but I guess we'll find out more as the days goes on because I really did hope he would come in for the Brentford game. We didn't really get to see much of him defending today because by the time he'd come off, we was well in control of that game and Cardiff weren't doing much. So it would have been nice to have him in this and complete the 90 minutes or 80 minutes, whatever it would have been, and then him start on Sunday as well. It would have been really good, but you'll probably miss Sunday's game. Looking at it, it looked like a little hip injury, didn't it? So, yeah. Sub saying, do you reckon it was a pen, KG? I wasn't sure. Yeah, it's absolutely a penalty. It's just it was silly of Rocket to do that. He didn't need to do it either. I think maybe it was more instinctive than anything, but it was absolutely a penalty, man. Absolutely a penalty. Oh man, this is going a bit quick. Hey, listen, in honor of, oh, I think I've messed this up. Let me come back. I don't think I can put it in snow mode. I've bloody clicked off the tab. Somebody's got a good one here. Yeah, Jason, what an embarrassment of riches we have in attack. It's wonderful, Jason, and it's something I was thinking of earlier, even before the game kicked off. If like a mid-table team had the attack that we've currently got in Rodrigo, Sinistera back fit now, good to see. Um, if you want to include Bamford in there, cool. Nonto, Somerville when he's back. We have got a scary, scary attack. And I reckon loads of teams in the Prem would love this attack. And teams at the bottom would certainly love it. Like teams like Everton and all these guys, they would love the attack that we've got. Just got to shore up that defense, man. We just have to do that. Ian though saying not getting too excited. It's only Cardiff. I'm not excited, Ian, but I'm just very pleased with what I saw tonight. It was very, very promising, and I'm just hoping that they take what they've done today going forward into the Premier League. Because if they do, hey, we're laughing. We're absolutely laughing. Leonard saying can't wait for the new players to come into the team. Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look. Oh, Carl Brown with the super chat. Thank you so much. Carl Brown, he's saying, "Hi KG, is Ailing getting another 12 months?" I hope not, Carl. No. This summer is it for Ailing. Let's send him off the way that we've sent off. And shout, Mateus Click came back again. No, he's got to go in the summer. He's not good enough for the Prem. You saw today. I mean, it was calamitous, wasn't it? So let me just put it on. Let me just do something here. Right. Hold on. Right. It's so nice having a quicker laptop now. Just in lieu of Mateus Click returning today to say goodbye, I'm going to put this in Mateus Click mode. So I've got to slow it down, people. You know how it goes. Got to slow that down because I'm right behind this chat here. Zan saying Willie is the truth. He absolutely is. And we're going to speak about him here. There's another super chat. I just want to get it before it goes away. Alex, shout out to you. Could have been 10-2 Leeds, to be fair. Was only Cardiff, but took care of business. Absolutely. And Tom, you're ahead of me. It's in my notes. Furpo, yet again, another good game. And with Strout currently out of form, and I mean really out of form, I think it. I know, and listen, everything's in context. I'm aware this is Cardiff City and it's a bad version. But Firpo, if he's feeling good, if he's feeling confident and Jesse trusts him in the next game, I would absolutely start him down the left against Brentford at home. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different kind of game, but he gave us that natural left attacking output down there. I'm not saying defensively it was magnificent. I thought he did okay, but you saw going forward, it was more natural. It flowed better with him on the pitch. And yes, it's a different game against Brentford, but he seems to be playing with high confidence right now. And obviously, with Verba possibly being out, I personally wouldn't put Pascal back in. And you guys know how much I love Pascal. I just think it's good for him to probably sit another game. Dale Steele, when KG puts in ailing mode, the internet starts buffering. Hey, listen, now he's gone. Now, this is only Mateus click mode today because he came back to say goodbye. But ailing mode will be the next one. Trust me, that is done. That is done. And yeah, Jacob, hey, Jesse still got that. Didn't concede with Verba on the pitch. He's right. He's right. Gonna get into some more of your comments, and then we're gonna run through these goals because, especially the first one. You know what? Let's go as we do. Let's go as we do. Gail is saying Rasmus played well. Yeah, you know what? With Rasmus, I thought he was a good foil for Greenwood to make his passing, and definitely his crossing today. Now, see, with Greenwood, I know a lot of people aren't really impressed with his general play, and I kind of get that as well. He seems to me like a, and I'm gonna be polite because he's not reached that level, anywhere near that level, but he seems like a James Ward-Prowse light, where it seems to be his crossing set pieces that are what he's the best at, but general play, it isn't all that. So I know that, you know, there was a cross that he put in today, and listen, here we're football people, right? We're football people, so you got to appreciate the greats. He put in a cross today that was Beckham light. Like, he curled it round, the technique. He probably did watch Beckham when he was growing up. He was a brilliant cross. You know what I mean? And that's what Greenwood can give you. He gives you the cross and he gives you the set pieces. But I get what people are saying in general play. Yeah, it's not all that. Gail saying Greenwood had a good game tonight for me. Yep. Stevie C, smash the like, please. It really helps Cage's channel. It does. So if you are here and you haven't pressed the like button, please do so. Brian saying Melier distribution is woeful. Listen, Melier today, it's something I've mentioned before, and I know people don't like to hear it, but you know, he caught life with that offside one. It was lucky that he was offside. He wasn't really impeding his side, but it was offside, so it doesn't matter about that. But you saw the way that he tried to save it. It was a bit light, and it was kind of like their first attack. And then obviously the header as well. Yeah, I mean, listen, Melier didn't have much to do today, but like I've said many times, and I'll say it again, if he is to go on to a top club like he's been linked with, he has to save those. He has to, because that's what they look for. They're looking for concentration, top concentration, and when you're called upon, do your thing, and we can go again. That's how it is at the very, very tippy top level. But yeah, Mark Jones is saying Firpo might just be getting better. Maybe he just needs games. I mean, again, I'm not going to keep on prefacing this with it was just Cardiff, but it's right. He can only do what he can do in front of him in the games he's playing, and he's done well. He's actually done well. So that's why I would actually put him in for Brentford. I know people probably think that's insane, but you know, it is what it is. Big Brother is saying, "Hi KG, is it negativity or honesty to say our defense is woeful?" It's not negative. It's just truth, and it's the only thing that really needs to be addressed. Our attack is absolutely wonderful. I can't say enough about our attack. Our attacking options are ridiculous right now. Even if you want to include Harrison in there, who I thought had a good game today as well. We've got riches in attack, but you can see even today against a team like Cardiff, we conceded two, and yeah, it's mad. It's mad, isn't it? Munchie Toy, always love that name. Pundits already speculating as to which club Gnonto will be going. 49ers need to do everything to keep our young talent. Listen, Munchie Toy, it's something that I reply back to somebody on Twitter in regards to this, because it's the same thing. Look, that commentator today, Sam Matterface, is a Chelsea fan. So you know, when fans of Big Six clubs see a talent doing well outside of the Big Six, they always imaginarily try and move them to one of those clubs. They always do it. I mean, I didn't hear Gary Neville, but a lot of you have told me about Gary Neville's commentary, and that how much he was praising Gnonto, saying that he could possibly play for Man City. That's what happens whenever one of these players like Gnonto, who's electric, who's got everything and more potential to come, they always try and move him to another club. He's just arrived here, and they're already trying to link him to a bigger club. It's crazy, isn't it? But that's we're used to that in this country. It always happens, especially with those Big Six fans. But Gnonto, let's get into it, man. And Grandad from Only Fools and Horses here says it just feels nice to win. It absolutely does. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Scribs though isn't having it though. He says about Firpo, he's clueless defending in the Premier League. Hey, he's no different to a lot of them in our team, though, is he? But listen, let's talk about our goals. Let's talk about our goals. And let me just get into my thing here. Oh, and shout out to Glenn Geramo, who's a new member of the channel. And thank you for joining the channel. Memberships are in the description if you want to join and help support that way. So shout out to you, Glenn. Okay, the first goal was magnificent, right? First goal was absolutely magnificent from Adams breaking up the play and driving forward. Did you see how determined Adams was when he was driving forward? He was absolutely committed to the cause. Like no one was going to stop Adams. And then Rodrigo, who I thought again was good today, real good, Rodrigo. Keep this up, buddy. Rodrigo then just chips it in, goes around the defender, chips it in, and Gnonto. Gnonto. Oh, that volley was beautiful. Magnifique. Okay, that was wonderful. Unreal. Exactly. Unholy pressure. Unreal finish. And it wasn't just a finish as well. Gnonto showed intelligence on that. How he just drifted away from the defender, his movement, and then to get that volley on target the way he did that early in the game, magnificent. Honestly, magnificent. Barrier, Decanio like scissor kick, wonderful finish outside of the right foot so early. And you see, that's the difference. And it's something I always say. And whenever people come back to me and say every player needs to score, every player that you buy needs to be 20, 30 million. No, they don't. If that's a scout's job, that's what they do. They're supposed to scout talent like that. Get them as cheap as possible. Look at Cavaro over for Napoli, 10 million, one of the best wingers in Europe this season. Gnonto at 4 million, potentially 5, if you want to let's go it up to there. That is a steal. I mentioned Skamaka in the summer, and he went to West Ham for 40 million. I'm sure West Ham wish that they got Gnonto instead of Skamaka. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. That goal, just everything about it, by the way, the breakup of play, the movement, the finish, top notch. But that wasn't just the only one today, but it was probably the best one. Yeah, I mentioned the Greenwood cross. That's the one that got away from Gnonto. He's just behind him. But yeah, Beckham-like technique. Brilliant from Greenwood. Gnonto had another good chance. But let's talk about Rodrigo's goal. Harrison, again, I thought he had a real good game today. Sly. Has Gnonto played for the Italian national team? Yeah, he's a full international, Sly. That's where I first saw him. I saw him play for Italy versus Germany, but I didn't realize we were ever like looking at him like that. But he was brilliant in those games too. Real handful. But yeah, he's a full international, Sly. But yeah, Rodrigo put through by Harrison. I mean, Harrison's pass, by the way, put that Cardiff defender in a spin cycle. Like he went round and round. I don't know what he was doing. But he puts it through. Rodrigo then sidesteps the goalkeeper and puts it in. And I gotta say, shout out to Rodrigo as well. The steward tried to like hold back the passion on Rodrigo, and he said, "Get off me, man." You see, Rodrigo, he said, "Get off me." You know what I mean? Don't hold back the passion on Rodrigo, man. When he's celebrating, let him cook. Let him cook. Karen saying Rodrigo played well again. I thought he was good. He come off at half time, but what a good 45 minutes he had. Now that's his 12th goal of the season. And that's it as well with Rodrigo. What I want to big him up for, because we're hearing about Mitrovic having a good season for Fulham, and he is. But hey, Rodrigo's doing just as much. It's just not being talked about as much. But hey, let him just keep on doing what he's doing. I'm not going to oversell Rodrigo, but he has been good as a main striker. Yeah, man, Jacob Smith, passed so good he pulled his hamstring. I think that was the embarrassment of falling the way that he did, Jacob. You know how they do it sometimes. Whenever they get burned past or something, all of a sudden they've got a little, I think I'm hurt. But he carried on, didn't he? He carried on. So, yeah. CCW, Jorginho probably wondering how he will get into the team. And CCW, that is the best part about it. That is the best part. You need competition like that. Isn't it good to think, what is the best front three? Especially when Somerville's back, who do we start? It's a brilliant position to be in. It's the best place. Before, when we was doing this, and Bamford was our only striker, and he was just out, injured, chilling, whatever he was doing, it's like, wow, what can we do? We've got nobody. Let's play Gilhart. Let's play Greenwood. Let's play whoever. Now we've got real firepower up front. and I love it. I love it all. I do. uh, Okay, Coco is saying, KG, completely forgotten Jack Harrison was still playing for us. He's been dreadful until today. Yeah, he has. Um, and I'm guilty of that too. When I've mentioned our attackers, I do forget to mention Jack Harrison, but that is more on him for being missing since the end of the transfer deadline. So, but listen, he was good today. Give him his props. Very, very good. Ian Ward is saying, not sure Somerville gets his place back. Ooh, ooh, I love it. I love it. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Tom Leeds really need a defensive coach. Yep, yep. And prayers too. And prayers. Um, let's have a look. I've already mentioned that. Yeah, Verba injury. We've talked about that. Hopefully, it's just precautionary. Nonto off, Gilhart on, and yeah, Nonto coming off at 65 minutes. Obviously, him being on a hat trick, I think he would have probably got it. But being on a yellow card and being so important for Sunday's game, I completely get why he was taken off at that point. And the ovation he got as well was wonderful. Really, really good ovation for him, and you could see he loved it. Yeah, Lee Wakey competition, I love it. It's the best thing for a football club. All this stuff about having one player for each position, that's dead. You can't have that. People get comfortable, complacent, and you've seen what happens in our team alone. It's not good. Now we have genuine competition. 4-0, Bamford. Okay, Bamford there timed his run well. Really good run, by the way. Opened his body up and strikes it on the bounce into the corner. Yeah, brilliant stuff, Bamford. Keep it going. And at that point, it's 2-2. It's 2-2. So keep that up, Bamford. Whenever you're playing, if you are still going to be trusted by Jesse, get in the team, keep scoring the goals. That's all we ask. And be available. Mark Rankin has Ruta had an effect on the team without playing. New signings always give the team a lift. And I think Verba has given them a lift too as well. You can see that he's a bit of a leader out there, a very calming influence. Yeah, I do believe that, Mark. I do think that Ruta has had an effect. You can see it. Everyone is trying their best. Everyone is buzzing. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's go on to the fifth goal. Let's go on to the fifth. Gelhart into Bamford. Yeah, and beautiful pass by Gelhart, who knows how long. I do think that alone is probably the best thing. And maybe this was a bit of an opportunity for Gelhart to show his stuff to the championship clubs that are probably watching tonight. Good pass into Bamford, one touch finish, bang. That's it. Brilliant. Excellent. And that's 3-2 for Bamford. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, Scribs, though. Let's calm down. It was Cardiff and defending was awful. Come on, Scribs. Let us have this. It's our first one since Bournemouth, isn't it? Come on. Come on. Let's have a look. Yeah, Yeo, days of playing Dan James up front are long gone, thank God. I mean, listen, when you can think of the options we got now, can you believe this was ever a thing? I mean, listen, I was very consistent on here, as long-term subscribers of mine know. That was never working. Dan James up front was never working. And what was mad is not only did Bielsa do it, but Marsh did it too. Couldn't believe it, my eyes. I mean, it just didn't work, did it? I mean, anyway, listen, let's just quickly talk about Cardiff's goals here. Ojo, who still has to hold that, by the way. He did get down our side, our left side. And then Ailing, I have no idea what he was doing. I have no idea what he was doing. But that's what we've got. We've got defenders with the bozo gene. And the thing is, it's not just like there's one or two, there's a lot of them. And this is what happens out of nothing, out of nowhere. That whole sequence should never have led to a goal, but it did. It did lead to a goal. Unfortunately, that took the shine off it only a little bit, but I think we deserve to come out with a clean sheet. But there's 5-1. Robinson getting the goal is when he not long come after a sub. And then obviously they score a penalty at the end after Mark Rocker's handball in the box. So yeah, I mean, 5-2 takes the shine off it, but doesn't take the shine off the brilliant finishing and performances today. On another angle here, does anyone think that anyone had a subpar performance? Oh my days, and you've already put that in. Here we go. What do you think to Aronson again? Tries too much for me. Yeah, listen, I've got to make it clear as well because I'm not on the ban of Aronson needs to be dropped forever, but I do think that he is trying too much. I think Mark is right. But if you just remember before the break, he was one of our creative forces, and there was a lot of chances he was creating that weren't being finished by a certain player who missed a lot of chances. So his form has dipped off, and he is going through a rough patch. But I do believe that he will come good again. And even then, listen, even he doesn't have to start. It could be Jorginho that starts behind Rodrigo in the league, and then Aronson's on the bench to come on. Now, Aronson with his energy, I think may even suit the games better coming on at 65, 70 minutes. Maybe that's what he needs at this moment in time. But yeah, still trying a bit too hard, I think. Gavin Parry, we owe a lot to Bamba Dieng, KG. I'm telling you, Gavin, I believe this in life, and a lot of you who follow me on Instagram will know this when I've put through quotes and everything else like that. I do believe everything happens for a reason. I really do. And the fact is, if we got Bamba Dieng, we would never know what this Willie Gnonto would be about. So it does. It really does. Everything does happen for a reason, man. Shout out to Emma who's put in a super chat. Thank you so much. These players are playing for Jesse. Yeah, Emma, this is something I've said on previous videos too, Emma. It's not like I know there's a lot of doubt in regards to Jesse, and even I've got mine currently. I need him to get a system that makes our defense a bit more resolute, even if it means them all sitting on the edge of their box. But you can see these players have not quit on Jesse Marsch. Maybe it's just that they're not getting the message, but they haven't quit. And Emmett's right in that. If you quit on the manager, you lose the game today. And you've seen players do that before. Ray saying, shout out to Ray, man. This is the first time this season that I've enjoyed an early goal makes such a difference. Yeah, you know what? I was real confident that once we scored the first goal, it was over. When you looked at Cardiff's lineup and they're coming here with no manager, they're near the bottom of the championship. This wasn't like in the championship, people. I saw a few comments, some people saying to me, it's our bogey team, Cardiff, and it's different era. You know, when we was a mediocre championship club, Cardiff used to clean our clock twice a year. It's different now. Cardiff aren't that team anymore. We're a better team. The attacking options were scary. I mean, they're right back. He's going to have nightmares of Gnonto today. He's going to have nightmares. Absolute nightmares. Gnonto, just wonderful tonight. Wonderful performance today from a lot of our attackers. Gnonto, the pick of the bunch. And it's not even like we can just say Gnonto's doing it in these cup games. He's doing it in the Prem as well. Doing it in the Prem. So let's have a look. Just going to go through a few more of your comments before we sign off. I'll be back at some point for a preview of the Brentford game. So hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell as well, so you know when I've gone live. And shout out to everyone as well in the chat. Over 600 of you have joined me. So really, 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 really appreciate that. Chris Tuff, become a member. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for contributing to the channel. Lee Waters with the super chat. Thank you. As always, Lee's big supporter of the channel, man. I don't even want to think about how well Gnonto would have done if we actually played him when he first came. What a game to watch tonight, marching on together. Yeah. I don't want to repeat myself, but I'm just so excited with the attackers that we've got. I've just got so much faith in the attackers that we've got that we can play a three of any that you like. Out of when I'm talking about when Somerville's fit, Gnonto, Cini, Rodrigo, you know, Jorginho, we've still got to see him. Bamford is trying his best to stay fit. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. New saying, thanks for your level head, KG. Always, man. Well, I don't know if about that because I know a lot of people have said this lately about me being level headed. Obviously, I don't know how new you are, but when we was almost relegated last season, I don't think I was like this. But I'll take it. Chris is saying, who's just become a member, must we concede to a game? Go Kraken, by the way. Kraken hype. Now, listen, Seattle are doing well. I'm not even going to hate Chris. You're doing very well. My Penguins, though, whole different story. Big Brother with the super chat. Thank you. Llorente stand out poor tonight. Gnonto amazing. I'll be honest, I didn't notice Llorente today, Big Brother. Did anyone notice Llorente? I didn't really notice our central defense, in all honesty. So let me know if you did. Sean Williams is saying Nanto will be a world beater. He's on that. He's on that trajectory, Sean. He's on that way. Obviously, it's very early. He's got to do this more consistently, as we know, with more games coming up. But yeah, he's got that potential. You see, he's got that dog in him. He's got that dog in him. He's technically sound. He's intelligent as hell, by the way. Let's not understate his intelligence on the pitch. Wonderful. Loves to get into a scrap as well, which is how he's picking up these yellow cards. His potential is through the roof. I've already got my Tottenham friends and Chelsea friends, by the way, saying that they're looking for Bowley to make a bid. And you know what? Todd Bowley will actually do it. Todd Bowley, I don't know if anyone knows this, by the way, about the Chelsea owner. He actually goes into Twitter spaces and listens. So he goes into Chelsea fans' Twitter spaces and takes part. So if any one of those say, hey, Todd, keep an eye on Willie Donto, you best be careful because, boy, he likes to splash that money. Paul Lucas is saying, good evening, KJ. Hey, listen, good morning, good afternoon to everybody around the world, wherever you're watching from. Shout out to you. Paul Lucas, good evening, KG. A team of two sides, a great attacking component being let down by a number of frail defenders. Don't be fooled. Sunday will be tell a truer story. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's completely different levels, obviously, and Brentford are going well. You know, no second season syndrome for them. But hey, it's a starting block, isn't it? And we needed this. We needed this win today. We needed this win. Just to get the players' confidence up, and you can imagine them buzzing with the goals that we took today. You know, especially someone like Bamford. Gary Thomas Rucker looks lost without Tyler. Yeah, of course, it's always going to look different when Tyler Adams comes off the pitch, and it was the same today. He's that important cog for us in the midfield. He absolutely is key for us. So, but you can understand as well why he was taken off and being preserved for the Brentford game. Dale Still, in regards to any underperformers, is just saying that the only terrible player today was Ailing. Yeah, man. Listen, Emmett though saying Nanto for 100 million will come to the table. Yeah, put some add-ons on that as well. Put some add-ons on that. Because if Mudryk can go for that kind of money and all he did was bang in the Ukrainian league for 7 months, hey, Premier League tax, put it on it. Unholy confessions. It's annoying how easy Brentford are making the second season look, although they are helped so much by VAR, the dodgy decisions they get every game. Unholy confessions, you're making Brentford sound like Liverpool. I don't think they've got it like that. You know, they've just been very good. You know what it is? They play the way that they need to, which is long ball up to Tony into Mbuemo, and they score goals. They're just efficient, and also they've got a real good player that comes off the bench in Wisa. Very effective bench player, comes on and actually impacts the game. So listen, I wouldn't go with VAR. I just think that they're very good at what they do. And their recruitment sound as well. The recruitment is very good at Brentford. I've got to give them credit for that. Let's have a look. Yeah, listen, people, I'm probably gonna leave it there because obviously I will be back with a preview for the Brentford game in the next couple of days. If you're new here, subscribe, like the video before you go, please. Helps the channel out and it's free. Best way to help out on this old YouTube algorithm that is just so unpredictable. But listen, Leeds win 5-2 today, through safely to the fourth round in another very winnable game. And I'm going to put my neck on the line, especially with the players that we've got up front. It's a very winnable game in the next round. So I expect to see progress there too. Listen, people, you guys have been great in the chat. Leave your comments after in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, people. Enjoy.